Hey guys, Master of Extreme 93 with part 17 of Leafgreen. In the last episode, we got our 4th gym badge, and we took on our rival. In this episode, we're going to continue into Lavender Tower, and joining me today is a friend that I met. So, introduce yourself.
Hi, Mox fans. This is SyracuvatTenlii.
Alright, nice to have you along, and you do have a YouTube account, so I'm hoping that everybody watching this video goes to the link I'm going to put in the video description and sub you and check out your videos, because you're an up-and-coming LP, as I understand.
Do it. I have 7 subscribers. Yeah.
Please help this guy out. I'm pretty much becoming really good friends with him, so you should too.
Yeah, I guess that's all there is to say about that. So what's going on right now?
In the video, we're just battling these Chandlers with their Ghastlies, which were pretty easy because my level 30 Bagon could just use Bite, and it's pretty much a 1-hit KO no matter what.
Yeah. Give me blood. That's all I remember from that one. Well, I mean, it's just like the channelers act really weird just before you battle.
I know, it's like some of the things they say. It's like, join me.
Give me your all. And then after that, it's just like, what? What just happened? I've been possessed.
I know, it's like they're so freaking weird.
It's like, oh my gosh.
And like after you beat them, if you talk to them again, they'll be like, oh, what happened? Am I back to normal?
Yeah, that's pretty much what happens. Have you already fought Gary yet?
Oh yeah, Gary was in the last episode, so we're just battling the Chandlers now.
No, it's just like, the way he asks you at the beginning, it's just like, wait, why are you here? Did your Pokemon ... die?
It's like, yes, death and Pokemon!
It's like, oh, never mind. I guess I can make the feint. It's like, you're nice.
That flipped my world upside down as a kid. Is there death in Pokemon? That's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, it was really weird to find out.
I used to think literally that, back in my childhood, that all Ghastlies were dead Pokemon, pretty much. Like, they were the souls and spirits of, deceased Pokemon.
Yeah, that is kind of a weird thing to note. And what's worse than that is the fact that, in Generation 1, Ghastly's evolutionary line was the only Ghost-type evolutionary line.
That's what I didn't like.
Yeah, you could assume that any Pokemon that died became a Ghastly, and then it basically lived a second life, which would make me assume that there would be, like, tons of Ghastlys and Haunters and Kagars in the entire world, just because everybody who dies becomes one.
That was scary.
No, what was really scary was, like, I think it was about a year ago, someone told me about that original Pokemon Black version, the Red ROM hack. I don't think it actually exists to be played. I think it just was a rumor, but it's just like, I don't know. I think that I didn't actually get nightmares, but it did keep me up pretty late the night that I heard about it, just because I looked up a video about it. It's just like, okay, this is freaking creepy.
Some of the things I remember pretty vividly from the older generations, like Red, Blue, and Yellow, was the typings in the game. Like, if you were a part something else type, like, nowadays, I mean, it would be neutralized if you did, like, a super effective attack or something. Like, what my example would be was, I believe, like, something part flying. And, like, if you use, like, Charizard, that's the example. Fire, flying. And ice was still super effective to it. I was like, how does that make sense?
Yeah, because it uses the second type. Fun fact, there was only one pure flying type in the entire game. A lot of you probably knew that, but still, just like, when I looked it up, it's just, oh, wait a minute, I didn't realize that, because every single flying type, except for, oh, I forgot what it is. Oh, it's the third of the Kami trio. No, the first one. It's not Landorus or Thundurus, it's just a pure flying type.
No, I always remember Thundurus and Landorus because they're used so much in Wi-Fi. I can never remember the third one. Yeah. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
But Tornadus.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's the only pure flying type. There are also no primary flying type. No flying fill in the blank. There aren't any of that. All of the rest of them are something flying type. Even like birds that are just flying type aren't even that. They're normal flying type.
Talking about normal type, I mentioned this in a previous video not too long ago. Why is normal type still like how it is like all this time?
Prevalent?
What I don't understand is why they don't make it to where normal types are at least super effective to normal types at least. That would make sense in my opinion. Like how ghost types are weak to ghost types and dragons are weak to dragons.
Yeah, well, sorta. That sort of makes sense, sort of not. I mean, it does make sense that they're not not very effective, but it doesn't. It wouldn't
I'm
quite
sorry
make
to
sense
interrupt
if
real quick, but
they're-
Ghastly's doing suicide with Curse. I always love it when they do that.
It's hilarious. They use curse twice, which you'd think that they would not be able to do. There would be some part of the game that would disallow a Pokemon to use curse if their HP is less than half. But it's like they don't even do that because they like even like does it fail if the opponent already has curse?
I mean, like Substitute. When you try to use Substitute with less than 1/4 HP, you can't do it. So why is Curse any different if you have less than half?
Fun fact about that. I was actually wanting to see if I could segue into Substitute, but something I found out in Generation 1, if your health is above 25% HP, then you can use Substitute. If it's less than 25% HP, it'll say, but it failed. But if your Pokemon's HP is exactly 25% HP, if you use Substitute, it will kill itself. I'm not kidding.
Really? I never knew that.
Yeah, okay. It was like in this list of things that were like, it was just this really long list of things that were wrong with Generation 1. It was kind of comical to find that. It's just like, are you kidding me?
I never used Substitute like playing the older games because I didn't really have any in-game purpose for it, so I never like tested that to see what would happen. So I never saw that for myself, but that's kind of really funny.
It's like, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Yeah, there was a long other list of that. Just, it's really comical how many weird problems Generation 1 had. But we still love it.
It's still Generation 1. It's
It's where it all began.
For me, I still have my original Crystal cartridge. Even though that's not Generation 1, I mean, it's Generation 2, it's still, like, old, and I still have it. I have a working SP also.
Yeah, I wish I still had my silver cartridge, but alas, it's gone.
I've owned every cartridge except for green.
Oh, green would be an interesting one to have. Just, like, to own it just to say, yeah, I have the
Like,
Japanese
I
green.
had green. Yeah, I've owned blue, yellow, red, silver, gold, crystal, emerald, sapphire, and ruby, and fire red, and leaf green, all at one point in my life.
That's pretty boss. I actually never had that many cartridges. Let's see. I had silver, I had yellow, I had ruby and emerald. No, I still have emerald. I used to have ruby. I like lost it a couple years ago for some strange reason. But yeah.
You know what I used to love to do with my older games with the cartridges? I would always put them into this thing on my Super Nintendo to where you could play it on the TV.
Oh wait, it's on the Super Nintendo? Did you?
Yeah, Super Nintendo, the SNES. They had this like cartridge where you could plug it into the SNES, and you could put in a cartridge in there inside the larger like cartridge, and you could play like, for example, Yellow on your TV, which was so cool. Okay.
Now, was this only available for Game Boy games, not Game Boy Advance?
I'm pretty sure it was just Game Boy, and I don't think it would have worked with the Game Boy Advance because the size of the cartridge had to be square.
It would be like trying to plug a Game Boy Advance cartridge into a Game Boy Color.
I mean,
I actually tried that when I was like a really little kid because there was like I don't know, there was this table. I don't know, we were at some sort of party and all these kids had these Game Boy Advances and Game Boy Colors.
Ooh,
and one of them
got rare candy. Oh wait.
Oh, nice. Well, one of them I tried playing one of the games, so I picked up a Game Boy Advance cartridge and I tried to plug it into a Game Boy Color cartridge. I was like, why doesn't this work? Ah!
Well, we just ran into a wild level 30 ghost.
Oh.
And the ghost identity has been revealed, and it's Marowak.
So you've already gotten the Silph Scar. Oh, that would explain why you've already battled Gary, because you've been here once before. What's your rival's name, anyway?
It's Ed Furry.
Ed Furry.
It's a very, very complex, very, 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 very secretive inside joke between me and my friends.
Oh boy, I won't venture further. Are you gonna catch this one?
No, I don't think you can catch it because it's a ghost.
You're right. I forgot.
Well, in case some of you did not know, one of his favorite Pokemon is Marowak.
Yay!
Which is cool because it actually is pretty decent in Wi-Fi. I've actually myself used a Marowak in Wi-Fi before. It's just that it doesn't get any respect really.
It doesn't. I think it's in the NU category by Smelgon, which we know Smelgon's reputation right now.
I just used the second Giga Drain on the Marowak, and it's going to fit because it's super effective.
Yeah.
So we do get the experience, but still, I mean, we just had to make a KO because you obviously cannot catch it.
Yeah, which is unfortunate, but I'm not sure what the percentage is here, but if you look around, you can find,
Wild
now
Cubone.
that, you can find Cubone around here.
Yeah,
And
I never ran into one going through
that's because it's very rare, so you kind of have to look around for a while. When I was playing my red version, the red version that I got, I basically made it a point to not leave Lavender Tower until I found a Cubone, which I finally did.
Yeah, I think I actually used the Cubone once in one of my runs of Yellow, I believe. Because I used to like play my Yellow cartridge like 10, 15 times, just like over and over, just like with new files.
Yeah. The funny thing is, what I would do 10 to 15 times was start the silver file over from having to, the thing is, that silver file, that silver cartridge that I told you I had, it wasn't actually mine. It was my brother's. But he was playing it, and for some reason I had this obsession with it to the point where I actually wanted to just take the cartridge in the game and start a new game without saving it, and I would do that multiple times. I think I would do that more than once in a single day.
Oh,
it was like
me,
I had an obsession. I had the introduction to Silver version memorized almost completely. If I can, I wouldn't play it blindfolded, but I almost would.
Trust me, I've had that happen before, because I've got my own brother. He's older than me by like about 7-8 years. But he doesn't live with me anymore, but when he did as a kid, like, say I was 5, he was 13 or something, he was kind of into Pokemon, not really, but he'd like have the game more so for us to share. But still, it was pretty much his game, so he would let me play it whenever I pretty much wanted to. But at a point where...
Which, I'm guessing, was a lot of the time.
Yeah, like, I was bugging him about it a lot, and so...
Yeah, that's pretty much my condition, too.
That's pretty much how my obsession started.
Yeah, that's... Okay, the funny thing is, that's where I got really mad at Game Boy games, because it's like, why does it only have one save file? Now I realize there was no way that it could have more than a Pokemon game could have more than one save file. Although I do have reason to believe that, while it is a Pokemon game, and each Pokemon game is like made to be unique, and like the Pokemon, the game cartridge could like is basically your life in that region. I always thought it didn't make sense that it only had one save file. Why not have 2 or 3?
Yeah.
I mean, just like, I don't know. Maybe they wanted to make more money off of it.
Pretty much, I guess. What I really think was really funny was... Wait, I forgot. I'm sorry. I was going to say something. Oh yeah, something about XD Gale Darkness.
Yeah?
What was really funny about like the first time I played that game was I was running around to like the same 2 places because I had no idea how to expand the map.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's pretty much the same issue I had like in older games of just playing Pokemon itself. Like I had no idea like where I'm supposed to go to like the next city, like what to do next.
Yeah, sometimes that happened. Let's see, when did that happen to me? I'm trying to remember. Oh, it happened to me in Diamond version. The first time I got it. I think I was in 6th grade. I think I was like flying all over the place trying to find Defog, which isn't even a necessary HM, I don't think. But still, it was like I could not.
Yeah, Defog is like Flash. You don't need it to get through, but if you don't have it, then you're gonna be going through blind.
And when I say fly, that was a figure of speech. I didn't actually have fly. That would have made things much more convenient.
As a little kid, I'm not sure if you share this or not, but as a little kid, when I used to have a Game Boy Color, like the purple Game Boy Colors, you know? And like whenever I was playing it and I saw that the red light came on, signaling that it's low on battery, I was like panicking because I had to smash the A button. Like, gotta save it.
No, you admit to having been like that. I will see that admission and raise you one. I still freak out at the red light. when I'm playing my DS, sometimes it's like, where the frick is my charger? No, seriously, I panic. I have no, how long do you have when it turns red anyway?
I have no idea. It's anywhere from me 5 minutes to 30. I just don't have any idea. So it's like when you see the red light come on, you have to like not assume that you have a lot of time. So you have to smash the A button through any battle you're
Smash
in.
the A button.
Smash
Yeah.
the A button and just like get to the quickest point where you can save.
Yeah, and then save and get out, and then find some place to recharge your batteries, which was back then.
Back then you had
Or
to
get a
buy
new set of
batteries.
Yeah, you had to get a new set of. Oh yeah, they weren't even rechargeables. You had to get the new set of
You had to
batteries.
get double A batteries.
Oh my gosh, that was when AA batteries were actually prevalent.
And trust me, my parents were always frustrated. Mox, you're getting another like thing of batteries. They don't actually call me Mox, but I call myself that a lot. So.
Yeah, but yeah.
Trust
That's
me,
alright.
I've been called Mox so much on the internet to where I actually believe sometimes in real life that's my name.
That has actually sometimes happened to me. Like on the chat on this forum that I'm on, I won't mention it, but on this forum that I'm on, like everybody calls me Syra, Syra, to the point where I actually believe that that's my name. Sometimes it's just like, I don't know. It makes me paranoid that if like if someone actually walked up to me and called me that, it's just like, yeah, wait a minute, how do you?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not like that. It's like,
you know what's really trippy? One time, like not actually long ago, like this past summer, I was in this program and associated with my school, and the thing was that it was combining lots of different people from different school districts in my state of North Carolina, and it's like
sounds like fun.
it sounds fun. It was really fun, but the thing was that
Yeah.
it's about like 20-30 people, like something called Yo Durham, and the thing is that one day I was just talking about Pokemon with some guy there who also plays Pokemon, and I told him what my account on YouTube is, and he's like, I know you! I was like, what?
That's crazy.
It's like, you do not know
That's
me!
just crazy. Oh my gosh, I can't wait till I have one of those moments where
I
it's
was
like,
flipping the hell
where I reveal
out.
my reveal my YouTube account to someone and I find out that they were actually a fan of me. It's like something like that.
It's just, that was one of those moments I never thought would happen in my life. And the code comment's almost over. We got like 15 seconds left on the video. So we just got to see him for return to end the video, and I apologize for not really staying on top of the video a lot. But in the next episode, we go on Route 12, so this is Mox signing out. And this